Hi, students. Welcome to Lesson 6. Lesson 6 is going to be really interesting because we're going to be able to get a chance to study polymers, paints, fibers, just to name a few. We're going to see how those pieces, often considered trace evidence, can help us. We would look at some of the identification of these, so the general features of polymers. We will look at fiber morphology or shape, and also recognize layers of paints and also types of paints. There's something called the color layer sequence we'll be looking at also, which helps give us a story of the paint from a particular object. Now, later in the lesson, we will have some video content that will also support these ideas through looking at DNA and how DNA is a polymer and how that can lead to an arrest, as well as uses for polymers, including how we might also consider forensics in the world of art and art forgery in particular. And then fiber as it serves as a great piece of evidence for us. And then we'll move on to case study 2, where we will ask you to find a different type of a forensic item this week, which will be a forensic game, maybe an article or a simulation. And I'll be asking you a short answer quiz on that later in the week. So enjoy the lesson. And I also might add that in chemistry, some of my favorite topics include the following. They're still investigating if poly means many and mer means parts. A polymer is usually a long chain molecule with many, many repeat units. And again, they're usually considered long chains, but what's interesting in the research now is at the ends of the molecule, they should be able to find out the special characteristics of those to make them end groups, but sometimes they can't. So we are wondering in chemistry, could they be giant circles? So that's some of the new and latest advances in research that they're finding that, again, not all polymers might be have end groups. It could be large circles. And so I wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Bye.